Welcome to the channel. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully this is coming through. Let me go ahead and make sure that the volume is off because I don't have my headset on right now, so I can't tell if there's sound going off in the background. But let's go ahead and get my headset on. My name is Matthias Kane Official. Matthias Kane Official. And today I'm playing as my Parrot King Fit. It's actually pretty neat. For some reason, it got shrunk down. It wasn't supposed to be shrunk down. It was actually really tall. And there was a glitch when I was changing avatars and it became this avatar. But so I came into the server. Nothing going on right now. Pretty chill right now. Like I said, I play every day. Every single day I play this game. And I usually sit in the same spot. Rank-wise, I am about 200-ish away from the Lost. I was ranked 49, and then Powell 10K, I guess, and Certified dropped, or that Guyuk and Love dropped. I'm not sure. Not sure what happened there, but we had a great time last night. If you were able to join the live, thank you for joining us. We had a nice little Anarchy party where all the members of Anarchy that were online were able to join in, and we had a nice little dance party. Then later on, which was the most awesome thing ever, we had like a PvP war with each other. It started off like teams. It started off as 1v1s, and then it just became this huge free-for-all, and it was freaking great. I loved it. I had the best time of my life last night. I stayed up way too late. But it was really fun. I like when we do things like that, when we get together and we have those kinds of interactions where we have this big, huge war type thing. I thought that was great. But yeah, Anarchy is back. We never went anywhere. So if you haven't heard, you heard now. Our server was always there. We never took it away. It's always been there. But there was a moment in time where we were maybe taking it perhaps a little less serious than a clan and almost kind of like a chill spot. And then we changed it. And now we're back to full on clan. So we're taking applications. If you're interested in joining, there are applications out there. However, there are some minimum requirements. Unfortunately, for some of you, that won't mean that you'll get access right away. And the reason why we're doing this is because we want to make sure that we're only getting players that are serious about Animal Simulator. So people that are, kind of just starting out, unfortunately for right now, it kind of doesn't allow you to get in there. Because our min requirement is 20K. And the reason why we're doing that is because generally around the base requirement of most people in servers is about 20K, 20-ish K. And I mean, really, you're not going to be that effective and help if you're anything under that when it comes to some of these higher level wars, or disputes. So at least the 20K, that's 40,000. That's 40,000 damage. That's not 200. That's not 200 damage. That's not 100 damage, but that's something. And enough 20Ks can easily take down 100K or 200K. So yeah, our minimum requirement is that you be 20K or over. We are taking applications. Another requirement is that you cannot be in another clan. So yes, we do not promote multi-clans. And the reason why we don't promote multi-clans is because affiliations happen. People become friends with others and they garner bonds. And so we want people that are going to be loyal to Anarchy Clan, because we want to make sure that, like, if something happens, if a dispute happens, that it's only the members of Anarchy that are affected and no one else. So what tends to happen is if we have people that are multi-clanning, they have a lot of information, they have a lot of friends, things like that, and it can sometimes murky the waters as to what should be done. So at least if we're all Anarchy members and one of our own is attacked, we know what to do. We know who to help. Now, if it's one of our own and they're like, oh, I'm friends with, I'm also in this other clan and I'm friends with all of these people, then it kind of makes things a little bit more difficult. It puts too much nuance in there. And it just kind of murkies the water. So it's just cleaner if you're only in one clan. Also, it helps keep track of things. Who's who and what's what. So that's another reason why that's a requirement for us, that you only be in the one clan. And the thing of it is that, honestly, like every clan, you can come and go. If you like it, you can stay. If you don't like it, you can leave. You're not bound or burdened by it. You can, do as you please. Let's say you join Anarchy and it's not for you. You don't like the environment. You don't like the people. You don't like whatever, right? You can leave and you can join another clan, and that's your right. However, you'll probably have to put in another application to get back into Anarchy. So we're taking it very seriously. It's 100% back up and running as it used to, where you had to apply and you have to be accepted by someone. It's less about friendships. It's less about bias. It's less about word of mouth, and it's more about what you bring to the table as a whole. So, let's say you attempt to join and we've had bad blood with you before. There might be a likelihood where you'll probably have to prove why that bad blood doesn't exist anymore, but we try to withhold the bias there. We're trying to keep the bias intact. We're trying to make it fair. And obviously what we're going to do is we're going to get people into server that are the best fit for the group. I myself, I've said it 1,000 times before, I consider Anarchy Clan a family. They've been a family to me since like 2020, 2021, something like that. I mean, it's been a long time. The game came out, and I want to say by November or December of that year, I knew who Anarchy Clan was. And by March of that next year, I had joined them. And currently now, I'm one of the administrators. I'm part of the staff of Anarchy. So we have to keep Anarchy's server as the best interest in mind. So take that into consideration as well, that if for some reason your personality is that of a toxic person, or your personality is that of a person who shows no respect, or is very fight prone and just kind of would be more harm than good, we're probably not going to accept you. And it's not something personal. It's just more for the benefit of everyone there. We're trying to protect everyone there, myself and yourself included. So, but yes, Anarchy Clan is back, and we're having a great time. Last night we had a great time. That was like one of the most fun things that I've done in forever. Aside from having the the unfortunate reason why they all showed up. There was another player, and we were playing, and they were in server for like a long time. Like, see right now. Okay, so here's an example of what happened yesterday. Right now I'm in server. I've got my 32K on. There's a 30K, there's 14K, blah, blah, blah. Let's say a 50, 60, or 70K had joined, right? And then there was also like a 70, 80, or 90K, right? Let's say the 50 or 60 or 70K started bullying me, started spam killing this alt, right? So in my efforts to try to talk to that person, like, hey, you might want to stop. You're not going to like what happens. Like, chill out. Stop spam killing me. I'm talking to the 50, 60K, right? And then let's say like the 80, 90, or 70K starts butting in. And it's like, I hate when weak accounts are trying to act strong and talk trash and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, this is an alt, buddy. This isn't my main account. This is an alt. I have 3 accounts. I actually have 4 accounts, but this is an alt. Just because the level on this account says 32K doesn't mean I'm a 32K, or doesn't mean I don't have access to higher accounts. So essentially what happened is I'm talking to the 50, 60K. Mind you, the levels were different. This is just for this example. But I'm talking to the 50, 60K, and then the 70, 80, 90K butts in, like, talking trash to me. So they were talking trash. I was kind of like, what? They didn't know the person. The person was a random, the person that was spam killing me. Then I saw them, and they were standing on this log, and they were like, oh, you have a baby rank. You have a baby rank, right? So I was like, okay, well, what rank am I? And I kept asking them, what rank am I? They couldn't tell me. They were like, you know what rank you are. And I think they didn't know who I really was. I think, honestly, they didn't know who I was. And that was fair, because I was on my alt, and my alt doesn't have the same name as all my other alts. Like right now, if you click on this alt, you'll see it says Matthias Kane Official. All my other alts, if I change the names, you'll see they say Matthias Kane Official. That alt does not say Matthias Kane Official. It just says, the name of the alt, whatever. So they were like, you have a baby rank. You have a baby rank. Now, to me, what I would consider a baby rank, and honestly, no disrespect, I would consider a baby rank someone that's not even on the board. I mean, is that fair? It's a little mean, but is it fair to say that if you're not even on the leaderboard, then technically you would be a baby rank because you're not on the leaderboard yet? But I wouldn't disrespect anybody who's put in the work and effort and auto clicking like that to call them a baby rank. Because honestly, that's a little bit mean or mean spirited. But yeah, I would consider someone who's not even on the board. Because everybody on the board, you are a ranked. Whether you're level 100 or level 1, you are a ranked account. See these badges? Those are earned for ranked accounts, not for baby rank accounts. So there's that, right? There's that. When you go up here to about 50s, you get that little, that next level up badge, that 11 through 50. Granted, it's not that 4 to 10, it's not the rank 3, 2, or 1. But, that 11 through 50, that's a nice badge to have. It's a nice badge to have. So anyway, they were talking a bunch of trash, and they were like, I'll rip that badge off your head, and da-da-da-da-da, and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, okay, well, what rank am I? They couldn't tell me what rank I am. So there is another account on this leaderboard that has a name that's very similar to my alt's name, and I think they thought that that's who I was, and they didn't know who I actually was. And mind you, that rank, that whatchamacall, the rank is not that far away from me. It's about 5 or 6 levels away from me, but still, I think they thought I was a different person. I don't know. So anyway, now I could see if you're on the 4 to 10 range. If you're in the 4 to 10 range, then yes, you could probably make a comment like that and get away with it because you're very strong. Like if you look at my rank 47, I'm 129,000. That's like a 10, 20,000 level difference, like it's getting there, right? It's pretty strong difference. When you get to about the 11 through 50-ish rank, it's whatever. So then they started name dropping. They started name dropping some people. Who is it? They said, as a matter of fact, I'm not going to name drop who they name dropped, but they started name dropping some people. Turns out that I am friends and know those ranked accounts that they were name dropping. The funny thing about this is, not only am I friends with those accounts, we have mutual respect. We've literally fought side by side in wars. I don't think I've ever had to fight them, except for maybe in the super early days when it was just like fight everything. But for the most part, like me and most of the ranked accounts on here, we have a mutual respect for each other. We have a mutual respect for each other. I've been in the leader server, leader server with them. When Scott had that open, I've helped them in wars. Some of them I have fought against. Some of them don't have the kindest words for me and don't like me. But for the most part, it's generally accepted that me and most ranks, we have like a kind of ceasefire. We're pretty cool with each other. Most of them have been in Anarchy Clan. Most of them have been in Anarchy Clan. Most of them I've helped in wars. Most of them I've helped protect. Most of them have helped protect me. So most of the people on this board, I can pretty much say are, pretty good friends of mine, if not acquaintances, and we have at least a mutual respect. If not a mutual respect, we have at least a ceasefire where we don't go around attacking each other. Even Uchiha Izumi. Me and rank 76 used to fight all the time. Even we have a mutual respect. I'm pretty sure that if Uchiha saw me, it'd probably be on sight and they'd probably kill me on sight. But we've talked before. We speak a different language from each other and we still have a mutual respect for one another. I don't randomly attack them. They might attack me, but for the most part, we get along. So I don't know who you would bring that would want to just, spam kill me or help you spam kill me because I'm pretty neutral with most of the leaderboards, to my knowledge. I mean, also, most people know me as a non-toxic player. I don't go around here spam killing people. To my knowledge, I've never had a clan called on me because I started something. The only times that I've ever had something like that happen was where somebody was spam killing one of my alts. I brought a stronger account. We started fighting. Then they pinged their server. And guess what happened next? Usually when their leaders came, it's Matthias. It's Matthias. Did they continue fighting me? No. You know what ends up happening? They end up leaving me alone because they trust that I don't start wars. I've never started a war. Ever. Not once. I've been in servers where people have started wars. I've been in servers where I've had to back people up while they're starting a war. I have never started a war. I've never said, come on, ping your clan, blah, 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 unless I was threatened. Unless somebody came out and they were like, oh, I'm going to call my clan and blah, 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 and we'll decimate you and we'll rip the badge off of your head. Then I will, then that's kind of me starting a war, right? Because you're already talking trash. But I don't start wars. I don't start wars. So anyway, they kept talking trash. They kept talking trash. So what I like to do is I like to make sure that I have my evidence together because I'm known as a non-toxic player. I don't start mess. I promote people. I help people out. I try to help them get stronger. Tips and tricks. That's pretty much what my whole identity is predicated upon, is helping players, helping new players, helping old players. Because I love the game, right? Anyway, so I went into my clan and I basically started in the Discord server, and I started streaming what was going on because I was like, I want you guys to see this just in case if something bigger pops off. I want you guys to know that this is what's happening right now. This is what's happening. I'm being called out. This person's being very aggressive. They want to fight. We're both talking trash to each other. Let's get it on, right? So I pulled my alt, my 109k alt. I pulled it, and basically, I was waiting for them to pull their account because I saw their account prior to us getting into it, right? I don't think they know who I was from the start. There's no way they could have, or else they wouldn't have started, talking all that mess. But anyway, their account was 105k. So I basically started streaming to my clan because I wanted my clan to know, like, hey, look, if something more happens, this is what's going on. I'm not starting anything. I'm just here, and this is kind of what's going on, right? So anyway, my clan showed up in force. It was probably the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in all my life. It was like when Krillin's fighting, the big bad, and then all of the Z fighters show up, and then Goku teleports in. It felt like that. It was like, wow. It was like, it was a real Vin Diesel moment. I don't have friends, I have family, right? So they showed up. So of course the person thought that I pinged my clan, and they're like, oh, you had to ping your clan, you're scared, blah, 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 blah. They never left safe zone. They sat there and they talked to their significant other, I assume, for a little bit of time, and then they eventually left the server because they didn't want the fight. But yeah, that's what happened. That's what happened last night. And I don't know how I got into that started, but anyway, that's why my clan was all in server. I was like, well, if we're all here, we might as well stream it, have a dance party, show that we're back, show that Anarchy's back. Because at one point they were talking to us and they were like, when did Anarchy become a thing again? We never stopped. We never stopped. We've been here. We've always been here. But yeah, for whatever that is, right? But I was so glad that they had my support. I was so glad that they had my back. I wouldn't have wanted it to be unfair, because it wasn't a us versus them. I wanted it to be fair. If I lose in a fight, I lose in a fight. So what? So what? So what? If I lose in a fight, I lose in a fight. I'm not the best fighter. I'm not the greatest fighter. I've lost in fights. I lose in fights. I will lose in fights. It means nothing. I don't get some kind of special thing taken away. You don't get some kind of special thing given to you, other than to say that you beat me. A lot of people have beat me. I've lost a lot. It's no big deal. It's like playing Dark Souls and saying that whatchamacall, saying that you died in Dark Souls. You know what I mean? You're gonna die while playing Dark Souls. You're gonna die while playing Elden Rings. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. It's gonna happen. So it's whatever. Anyway, but that's why we were all in server, and I thought that was cool because it was I don't think I could get up here with the snowman. I can't get up here with the snowman. But anywho, that's what happened. That's why we were all in server, and we had a dance party. We had a great time last night. It was a lot of fun. And like I said, I really love my family for showing up. They had my back, even though I didn't ping and I didn't say, hey, I need your guys' help. They showed up anyway, and they showed up in support, and that was amazing. That was awesome. So I really want to thank every one of them for that. Seriously, really want to thank them all for that. Let's see. I'm probably gonna have to be the unicorn or something, just to get up there. I was trying to get the egg, but yeah, I forgot what my point of that was. But anyway, that's how we all got in server. That's how we all and we had fun. And for those of you that were able to join the stream last night and play with us, that was great fun. That was awesome. I shouted out the names that were in there. the people that visited and stuff like that, because that was pretty cool. Everyone that showed up, we said hi, we chilled, we had fun. Some people fought in the background doing like little skirmishes and stuff like that. We had a good PvP night. It was great. It was great. So again, if interested in joining Anarchy Clan, I forgot that little hole was there. If interested in joining Anarchy Clan, you have to make sure that you're at least level 20, at the very least. You have to submit an application. We have applications now, so you can't just join the server. Invites are off. You can't just like be invited anymore. You have to apply. Once you apply, you have to verify your account. So you have to be active in Animal Simulator. Like, you have to be active. You have to be an active member. You can't just like, oh, I don't play Animal Simulator no more. I just only play Adopt Me. Like, cool. You can play Adopt Me 99.99999% of the time, but that 1% of the time, you have to play Animal Simulator. Because I mean, if not, what's the point of being in the clan, right? That's what we're there for. But you have to be in Animal Simulator. You have to be active. You have to verify through Rover. So you have to link your account. So for all of you people that have like 60, 70, 80, 90, 20 accounts, probably good luck. Because you probably won't get in there. Because you have too many accounts. See, the unicorn does it with ease. The unicorn does it with ease. It's great. Does this one glow? Is it glowing? Let me see. I want to see if I trick somebody. So he sees that it is glowing a little bit. I'm gonna hide somewhere. See if somebody could think that I'm the egg. But yeah, so there's that. So you gotta apply. You can't be in other clans. You gotta be a minimum of 20K. You have to be active in Animal Simulator. You obviously can't be a toxic player. You can't, you can't be a toxic player. You can't start stuff. You can't jump into servers, starting wars and think that, it's going to be okay and, we're just going to have your back. We're there to protect each other. We're not there to start stuff. But yeah, just wanted to cover all of that. Wanted to cover about the stream last night. Wanted to talk about it. Wanted to talk about what happened with me and the other player. The person that was really like, I'll rip the badge off of your head. Like, honestly, buddy, have at it. Have at it. If you want to try to rip the badge off my head, have at it. Just know that if I win in that battle, you're gonna eat crow. You're gonna eat crow, and that basically means like you're gonna have to live with the fact that you provoked me and lost. If you win, good on you. Hurrah. Hooray. Doesn't make you the greatest player ever. Good job. Right? Anyway, so that's what I wanted to talk about. I will be posting this in a few moments. I don't think I have anything else to say. I want to make a couple fun videos because I feel like my last two posts have been kind of a little preachy, and I'm not trying to come off preachy. I'm trying to come off helpful, to help out the players and stuff like that. But yeah, Anarchy Clan is back. Anarchy. Yeah, so I want to do a couple fun videos. I want to do a couple freestyle videos. So if you watch this, thank you. Always, of course, like, share, subscribe, comment. I try to make sure that I get to all the comments. In YouTube Studio, I try to make sure that I get to all the comments. Also, I'll try to make shorter videos because I know that my attention span is kind of short as well. Nobody wants to hear me ramble, right? So thank you for watching the channel. Thank you for liking and subscribing. My name is Matthias Kane Official. I'm signing off in 3, 2, 1. Goodbye.